Hi, I'm Craig McPhail, Vice President of Athletics at Lees-McRae College, and you're tuning in to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm here to tell you the Bobcats got started in a big way this past weekend. They were everywhere from Atlanta to Boone and all parts in between. We had volleyball, cross country, cycling, and both men's and women's soccer participating in their intercollegiate athletic events. And today we've got some great guests here who are going to tell a little bit about their weekend, why they're at Lees-McRae, and what they have really enjoyed while being a part of the Bobcat Nation. I'm hoping you're enjoying This Week in Bobcat Athletics, as it's a great partnership with sports management at Lees-McRae, our athletic department, and Mountain Television Network. Stay tuned and get ready. We're off to a great start with Season 1, Episode 3 of This Week in Bobcat Athletics.
Hi, welcome to This Week in Bobcat Athletics. I'm Justin Perlow. I'm a student athlete here at Lees-McRae College, and today we have Nathan Watt. He's a sophomore here on the Lees-McRae men's soccer team. Thanks for joining us today, Nathan.
You're welcome.
So you started this season, you had 2 games in, you had 2 assists. Can you tell us a little bit about these games?
Yeah, well, first game, we played against Southern Florida. It was a good 2-0 win. We started a bit shaky, but second half turned on the style. It was a good pitch up at Young Harris. Nice artificial turf, so it was nice and flat. Allowed us to play the way we can play, passing the ball, scored some good goals in the end. And it was good. We got 2 gems on the score sheet. Pala got his first goal, so it's good to set him up. Second game, unfortunately, went down 4-1 against 13th in the nation, St. Leo. Although it sounds like a bad game, we actually played pretty well and could have easily got something from the game. And also Paul got his first goal, our new French freshman. So obviously that was good for the team too.
It's a great start to a season. You can't ask for any better.
Exactly, yeah.
So I was just wondering if you could just maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
Yeah, no worries. I'm originally from Newcastle, England. I've lived there all my life. It's up in the north of England. My family now live in Australia, so I'm a temporary resident in Australia as well. And that's basically why I'm here now. Just want to travel the world a bit more. So see in all directions.
Long way from home. Could you tell us why you chose Lees-McRae maybe?
I've always wanted to travel. That's been one of my life goals, travel and play soccer in different countries. So I'm able to do both of them at the minute, which is perfect. And obviously Lees-McRae, being the beautiful place that it is, high up in the mountains, the landscape and everything, it's completely different to where I was in England. I was on cold beaches, so it's now nice to have some hot weather and some beautiful mountains to look at. And obviously the environment is just
great for playing soccer.
Exactly.
Can't argue that. And maybe what is your major, and do you have any goals for this year, whether that's in soccer or student life?
I'm a sport administration major. Obviously trying to keep my GPA up above a 3.5. Obviously it's quite tough and a lot of work, but it has to be done. In terms of the team, our aim's trying to go one better than last year. Last year, if you didn't know, we came runners-up in the conference tournament. So we're trying to aim to go one better, hopefully win the conference tournament, maybe progress on to nationals if we have that good of a season, and hopefully trying to improve our home record because we weren't good enough last year at home. And going with that, we have our first home game this Saturday against Lincoln Memorial at 3 p.m. So hopefully, if you're watching, try and come down. We want as many people there supporting us, try and make it as much intimidating as we can, and hopefully get our first win at home this season.
You heard it directly from him, Saturday at 3 p.m., Bobcat Bank. We hope to see everybody there cheering on Lees-McRae men's soccer. Nathan, thanks for coming out today.
Welcome.
It's good to have you here. Stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back. With me, I have Haley Sarowski of the Lees-McRae cycling team. This weekend, Haley won the Women's A downhill race at Georgia Tech. She got 3rd in the short track race and 4th in the cross country race. Haley, that's some impressive results for this past weekend. I wonder if you could tell us maybe a little bit about that.
Geez, well, overall, I wasn't really expecting that kind of result. I was warming up, I had crashed warming up for the short track, and the heat was really getting to me, so I was like, just made sure I calmed myself down and just focused on the task ahead. I've always had strong starts, so I just made sure I was in a good gear and everything. And right off the bat, second lap in, me and top 3 had a gap. So I was like, well, I put myself in this position. Let's keep going. So, and overall, not just in the short track, but I had a lot of issues in all of my races, mechanical wise, internally wise, everything. Mm-hmm. So just performing as well as I had was completely unexpected, and I'm really pumped. I'm really happy with it.
For, like you said, strong starts, that's the strongest start you can expect from a season.
Yeah.
But last season you actually had a really bad injury. You broke your ankle.
Yeah.
And what was it like coming back? You only had a year or so in between. What was it like this summer and coming back from that injury?
My first pro race back, I actually won. I got my first pro win, my first downhill race back, and so that was a good indication going into the season. But the rest of the summer was actually pretty difficult. I struggled just to get my full confidence back. But overall, when I go back and review all of the gains that I actually had a pretty successful season. It just doesn't look great on paper, and I was happy to continue that forward momentum that I had from the summer and kept a positive spin on it. And overall, I think that's what really helped me at Georgia Tech. So.
Mm-hmm. And you say you travel a lot this summer. You raced a lot. I was wondering maybe you could tell us a little about where you're from, based out of, and why you chose Lees-McRae.
I'm from Littleton, New Hampshire. It's pretty far north. I'm actually closer to Canada than anywhere else. And I chose Lees-McRae because mountain biking is my passion, and I came down to visit this campus, and as soon as I drove up the mountains, I said to my mom, I'm going here. I said, this is like home. I can handle this. There's still winter, so it works for me. And I have never regretted my decision since then. And I couldn't imagine myself being anywhere else.
It's great. If you like all the seasons, the mountains are a perfect place for it.
Yeah.
What are some things you're looking forward to maybe this season, this upcoming season, whether that's either in racing or student life?
Yeah. Overall, being a senior, you have a lot of pressure with graduate school and figuring out where you want to go in life. But I'd really like to place podium on the Mountain Bike National Omnium event. But overall, I'm in the processes of applying to Appalachian State for their biofuel program. I had an internship this past summer with Dartmouth College, so that gave me a lot of experience I need for graduate school.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And speaking of looking forward, we have a home race here this weekend, right on campus. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that?
It's going to be a really exciting weekend. It's been wet outside the past few days, so that's going to make it real interesting. For fans, I'd suggest, cross country, the Rock Garden is always a great place to go to. Lots of carnage. Our short track has the Creek Gap again, so that'd be a great place to watch. And we have a few new features on course as well. And I hope the rain doesn't tear up the slalom course, but either way, it's going to be a really great weekend, and I think the team's going to do really well.
Well, I hope to see everybody out there this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Races going on all weekend. It's going to be a great time. Haley, good luck this weekend, and thank you for coming out.
Thanks.
Stay tuned for more of This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back. With me, I have Coach Tim Hall of Lees-McRae Cycling. Thanks for coming out again, Tim.
My pleasure, Justin.
Tim, I was wondering, you don't wear a tie every day. I know we're on camera here. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about why you're dressed up.
Well, today is Business Wednesday, and speaking with our cyclocross captain Gunner Berge last week, and he explained it to me, and I thought, you know what, I can do that. And so I told him I committed to every Wednesday dressing up a little nicer, and our team is on board with it. And I challenge other coaches, other teams, step it up, look sharp, look professional, and let's see who can be the best in that realm.
Dress for the best. Wednesdays, you want to get your job.
You look good, you feel good, you play good. That's my philosophy.
It's a great quote. So Tim, I really want to hear about this past weekend. Great results at Georgia Tech, and maybe you could just tell us a little bit about what happened there.
Well, yes, a lot of success. We had 5 victories overall. We had 19 total podiums, which are top threes, and it just ran the spectrum of A level, B level, C level. What was unique for us, first race of the year, is that we did have riders in multiple categories, going pretty deep in the lower, less experienced ones, and they performed really well. Names that right now are not young athletes that are not going to make a difference at nationals, but 2 years down the road, we're going to be counting on them. And so they showcased last week, I think I mentioned, we're looking for them to be hungry. We found out who was, and it turned out the whole team is very hungry for success. And their effort was strong. All the top schools in the conference were there, and so for us to perform that well against everyone is a good indicator for the rest of the season.
Great success first weekend. What's to look forward to this rest of the season?
More of the same. I challenged the team afterward to that even though we had the success, we know we've got to perform even better. At nationals, it's going to be even tougher competition, deeper competition, and every single one of our athletes, though many of them perform really well, everyone, no matter whom they were, know that there's areas where they could improve, where they can get faster, where they can get stronger. And we're not looking to be our fastest in early September. We want to be our strongest and fastest at the end of October. And so we're looking to peak then, they're looking to peak then, and I feel as though we've got the athletes and we've got the right mindset to get us there.
It's great. A lot of momentum going into this. Maybe you could tell us about the home race that we have this weekend here on campus, just a little bit about when and where it is.
Okay. Well, so yep, all the events are here on campus here in Banner Elk. Saturday, we're kicking things off Saturday morning with a cross-country race over on Hemlock Hill on our campus trails. Lots of great places to watch. If you come down to the mill pond right by the waterfall, you'll see everyone there. You can get some good directions on where to go to watch the racing events. So we start there Saturday morning, transitions over to our dual slalom course over behind the softball fields. That takes place in the early afternoon, and we'll go through the early evening. So 2 different disciplines, 2 different kinds of riders. The slalom is an excellent spectator sport and discipline, so you might want to check that one out if you've never seen a slalom event. Sunday morning, we kick things off behind the softball field. We have our short track cross-country race, another spectator-friendly sport. It's a short loop that is about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes to complete. So you'll get to see the same riders over and over again pretty quickly. That lasts through about lunchtime, and then in the afternoon we have our downhill on our home course back over in the wooded area. And so, it's going to be a jam-packed weekend. We've got schools from all over the Southeast that's going to be here. We even have, the defending national champs of the overall Division I, Marion University. They're bringing their top riders here this week, and so really excited to have them come down and raise the level of competition and showcase our facilities and our trails to them. I know they're really excited to come too.
I know I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be helping out. I will be at all the races this weekend cheering on our Bobcats as they race around, and hopefully we can expect a lot. Sam, I just want to say good luck this weekend. Thank you for coming out.
Yep. Thank you, Justin.
Stay tuned for more this week in Bobcat Athletics.
Welcome back. I've got a special guest with me today, Alex Flint. Alex is on our women's cross-country team, and she had a really good race this past weekend. And to give you an idea, Alex, this is kind of special for me. I spent 12 years as the men's and women's cross-country coach here at Lees-McRae. I've watched a lot of great women's cross country runners have success, and it's good to see you having that same success. It brings me great pride. Tell me a little bit about the race this past weekend at App State and what you thought, the outcome and so forth, and how you ran.
Well, we all did really well. One of our girls got sick, so that was unfortunate. We didn't get to run everybody that we wanted to run. It got postponed for a little while due to weather, so we were nervous about that. But overall, we came out really strong, and we were really proud with how we did. We're really excited for this weekend.
Tell me this, Alex. I used to run girls up Beach Mountain. I've run them from here to Newland before. What's your favorite run here around Lees-McRae?
I really like the specific Fire Tower run. It's a straight hill climb for like almost 3 miles, and it's one of the tougher runs that we do in the beginning of the year to see where we're at. And we usually do really well with it, so it's tough, but it's a lot of fun at the end.
The most rewarding part of that 3-mile run is climbing to the top of the Fire Tower and seeing views for miles.
Yes, sir.
Well, good. Well, Alex, what are your goals for this year?
I want to get down under 19 minutes for the 5K, and I also want to get into the nursing program and stay above a 3.0 GPA.
Great.
And yeah.
Tell me a little bit. You're not from around here. You're from Pennsylvania somewhere. Explain a little bit about how you got to Lees-McRae and where you're from.
I'm from Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. And I wanted to come to Lees-McRae because you guys have like this gorgeous campus, and I love cross country, and I mean the runs here are amazing. The people here are so much nicer than they are in the city. It's really laid back compared to living in Philadelphia. And I really enjoy it. I love it. I love being here.
Well, Alex, I'm glad to have you here. It's fun to watch you run cross country. I have a special place in my heart for women's cross country and men's cross country and the sport itself. It's a great discipline, and it keeps you really focused on a lot of the other aspects that you're here for college. So
yes, sir.
Thank you for taking time with us today. I really appreciate it, and good luck this season.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Great. Stay tuned for more This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Welcome back. I'm Craig McPhail, Vice President of Athletics at Lees-McRae, and my hopes are in today's show you've seen some of the incredible young people that we have on our campus. They come from all different walks of life, from all parts of the globe, but in the end, they come to Lees-McRae in Banner Elk and Avery County to make a difference, to continue playing their sport while earning a college degree. And what I'm going to ask you today is I want you to continually support us. Whether your time, talents, or your treasures, you can make a difference. And I'm asking for difference makers. We need impact players. How you can be an impact player? Give to the Bobcat Club. Those experiences these young people have had are in product because of those gifts. We want to continually make the intercollegiate experience of our young people a great one. 25 years from now, I want them to look back on their time in Banner Elk at Lees-McRae College and say, I made a really great decision to come here. But it's not going to be all on our shoulders. We all have to do it. And we can do it in many different ways. You can be a mentor. You can give financially. You can give some of your own talents, because we could certainly use them in a lot of different areas. But I'm telling you, being a member of the Bobcat Club creates a great attraction to these young people. It gives you a behind-the-scenes look at what they do. It gives our coaches the support necessary to be successful. At the end of the day, we're trying to make Lees-McRae better. We want to make our athletic program distinguishable. We want to be a presence in our community, and we're doing that. Our coaches are in our elementary schools. Our young people are giving some of their talents to the PE and the recesses around our community. We've got clinics and camps that are going to be happening. We're going to have an environment that's safe and healthy. It's a great opportunity for you to come, be a part, watch. See what these young people are doing, how hard they're practicing in the afternoons, how well they play in the evenings. When they travel, there are billboards in Charlotte, Raleigh, Winston-Salem, Spartanburg, Knoxville, Greenville. Those are great opportunities for the Lees-McRae brand to be expanded. But we need your help. Be a member of the Bobcat Club. Give today and see just how special a difference maker you can be. Thank you again, and let's get ready to make Bobcat Nation bigger and better. Stay tuned for more as we go next week with more This Week in Bobcat Athletics. Have a great weekend.